have been molesting him since he was 2. And Cynthia, the woman who's molesting him, is a nurse, and she knows how to cover up things. She said that she's putting things in his rectum and having racist men put their genitals into my little boy's mouth since he was 2, and grooming him to give oral to her husband, Joseph Olvera, and grooming him to give oral to his father, Austin Meador, who I shot, and grooming him to give oral to the Montgomery County Police, and doing it in the jail, and doing it at her home at 29814 Amarillo Street, and letting people come into a bedroom in her home and molest my child. And they have been doing this since he was 2 years old, grooming him to give oral and take things in his rectum. They also have the hospitals in Texas covering up any sort of child abuse and covering up his whereabouts with the Montgomery County Police. They have had him since he was 2 years old, so that gives them a long enough time frame to try to cover up any penetration to his rectum. And being that they've been doing it since he was 2, that's given them the window to where he could not talk, and he cannot convey anything that they may have done to him, or the things that they said they did to him in his rectum, and making him give them oral sex from 2. He does not know how to convey what they did to him, and they've been molesting him since 2 years old, and they're hiding behind the Montgomery County Police, guarding her home with guns and not allowing me on the premises. They also have all of the black men and black women with guns in the state of Texas that are trying to stop me from being able to purchase any guns or anything. They're trying to stop me from being able to protect him from being molested like this. And a mother would do anything. And so they got the blacks with guns, black men. All of the black men in Texas have guns, and they have been trying to harm me with the guns to try to stop me from getting to her home and try to stop me from being able to get my child from them, because they are molesting him, and they have been doing it since he was 2 years old. And he is not able to convey what they are doing because he is only 4 now, and he's about to be 5. They threatened to cut my tongue out and his tongue out for telling. They are trying to paint me out as a terrorist in America for protecting myself and my son from his father, who is a convicted felon and that was attacking us. And they had all the evidence. They got the evidence, witnesses, everything. I shot him in the leg while he was attacking my baby that they are molesting. And that's the reason why they are molesting him. And they're going through a judge named Tracy Gilbert to give Cynthia an order, the woman who is molesting him. She's Austin's my baby daddy. She is his adopted mother, so she's molesting my son with her husband, and she's white, as retaliation for me shooting Austin. And she's going through a judge named Tracy Gilbert in Conroe, Texas, to say that she can keep custody. And she's going through the blacks in America to have me on the streets and having them give me marijuana and raping me, saying I'm a prostitute, so she can say that I don't have a home and she can keep my child, and she's molesting them. Judge Tracy Gilbert's courtroom is guarded by the Conroe Police and the Montgomery County Police. That she said she would bring my child to the jail and allow them to do sexual things to my little boy as retaliation, because she said they're a part of the Klux Klan here in Texas, and that the police are a part of the same Klux Klan that Cynthia and her husband Joseph and my baby daddy Austin are in, and said that she's bringing my baby to the Montgomery County jail where they had me, and allowing them to come to her home and molest my son at different locations where they're bringing him. And his courtroom is guarded by these officers who have shotguns and all these automatic and large guns and weapons, and they're hiding the information. Another cigarette? Hey girl, let me call you right back, honey. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Can I get a light? Thank you. Oh, hell. I got it. Thank you. When you coming back to Texas? Okay, so I did that just to show y'all how the black people is setting me up to have me smoking while I am pregnant and putting out this information. They threatened to rape my child. They are molesting him in Magnolia, Texas, and I'm pregnant with the baby from the jail. And so I came over here from by Beach Nut in South Gessner, where I was at the bus stop over there sleeping last night. Went to the Phillips right there, charged my phone up, and then went to the McDonald's and got me something to eat. And I came and sat down here by myself because there's a bus stop right over there at the corner, and there was a woman there, and I did not want anybody around me so that I could just have a little privacy. And of course people are going to come to the bus stop, but they had a Mexican woman come and walk right here and stand right there and pretty much follow me over here, and they got the Mexican women setting me up for Joseph Olvera and Cynthia to get away with molesting my son with Austin and the police department, and they all involved. And then they had this old black man come over here, and he pulled out a pack of cigarettes, and as you can see, they was just sitting there and they could have went. So they got people sitting and watching me, and those are Mexicans. And I'm in Texas putting out the information that I am pregnant, and I got a cigarette from him just to show y'all how they trying to have me keep smoking with this baby still alive in me, trying to discredit me and say it's a tumor and it's still alive. And they know I'm stressed because all of these people are covering up molesting my child, and they're leaving me outside in Texas because I shot a white man and I'm pregnant. So the man, they have the black man, and with all kinds of people, not just black men, coming up and then hurrying up and firing up a cigarette or marijuana around me, so that, and then blowing it in my direction so I'll smell the smoke. And I came over here and did not go and get a Black and Mild or anything from the gas station, and I have money to get anything. I have enough money to get marijuana if I wanted to. I got $25. I got enough money to go get cigarettes. I got enough, that's enough to go and get a Black and Mild. And I came over here and sat down and did not, and they got another man right here, and he's a Mexican man. And then they got these people driving around in these fed cars and stuff, and so they know that I'm pregnant and that they got me sitting right here smoking, and they denied me medical care, and that's why. And then they molested my child, and they know why I'm smoking the cigarettes, because they got my child over there molesting them. And he's too young, and he knows the people, and we're comfortable and laughing and playing with the people that are molesting him, and has been groomed that way. And so that's why I'm smoking, because they abusing me and my children, and they covering up what they doing. So so the buses and the metro is involved to have these people coming up to me at the bus stop, because they know that I'm sitting at the bus stops, and that I do not have anywhere else to sit, and that I'm pregnant, and that they're not allowing me to anybody's shelters or homes. And they know that I'm sitting here, and they having them come walking, and they have people dropping them off in cars by wherever I'm sitting at, and having them getting on the bus. It's all an operation, and then having them smoke around me, and then having me to ask them for a cigarette because I'm being abused. So they had this man come over here and start smoking next to me, and I started cursing and saying, y'all doing whatever y'all can to try to keep me smoking cigarettes, knowing that I'm pregnant with this baby. And God had already showed me in Atlanta that they were having the black men come out and blow smoke around me to make me want to smoke the cigarette. Huh?
Nah, man, I was just taking me a little break. I was just to rest my legs.
Oh, the sun is kind of beaming at that one anyway, so I was just going to move around. Okay, so y'all know I was just right here sitting down, and they had this black man come up here and just sit down next to me and try to just sit right there and be all up in my face while I'm working on this case. And I just took a little break to listen to one of my songs, and he came and sat right here, and I just got the fuck up and moved around and mugged the shit out of his ass, because they got them coming up to me. And then he talking about, oh, you can sit right there, I was just taking a little break or whatever. So this is how they got them coming up to me, bothering me. And he said right here, and I was finna go to the bus stop at the corner, and then he got up and started following me, talking about, oh, no, you can go back and sit right there. So I'm going to let him move around, and then I'm going to move to another bus stop because it's a lot of sun right here and everything. So I moved to this bus stop right here, and they got another black male doing the same thing, coming over and smoking the cigarette right next to me. And I'm going to remove myself from right here because of what they continue to do. And this is right at the corner.